Om. Namaste. Hope all are fine. Let us straight away go to chapter 15 of the life and journey of Mahavatar Babaji. That night does not go so smoothly. Babaji's father cannot resist talking to his son Nagaraja. Mother, ever since she came to know that her son has come to Chidambaram, the Tillai Nagar, ever since she assumed that probably her son is the person who has arrived at Tillai. She never had a sleep, keeping Babaji's feet on her lap, giving soothing message to him. She just closes her eyes. She is gone into sleep, but not leaving the feet of Mahavatar Babaji. Babaji is half sleep, half awakening, whereas Vedaranya Shastrikal is not getting sleep at all. All his mind is working on of the future of his son Nagaraja, confirming that he has not slept. He wants to pick up some talks contrary to what was discussed, what was agreed upon. He is asking Babaji, tomorrow morning can you accompany me to Muthukumara Swami temple? You were very fond of completing your studies inside the temple all the way you used to inquire so many things from me. Do you remember about it? Do you know about Muthukumara Swami? Lord Muruga Subramanya with Valli and Devasena, or Valli Amma and Devanai. You can see his Vigraham there. It is in this very temple Murugan had visited with his two wives, Valli Amma and Devanai Amma. Long ago, Mahavishnu had two daughters. Both of the daughters are more interested in marrying Subramanya Swami, Muruga, Kanda Kumara, Muthukumara Swami. So both of them go to Saravana Poigai and pray for their wishes to be fulfilled. Whereas they also express their desire to marry Muthukumara Swami to their father, Vishnu Bhagavan. On the suggestion of Vishnu Bhagavan only, they go and pray to Muthukumara Swami at the Saravana Poigai. Then Muthukumara Swami appears before them, tells, both of you will be born in your next life as Amrutavalli and Sundaravalli. Both of you will come to me. As said or as promised by Muthukumara Swami, Murugan, Amrutavalli is picked up by Indra, and Indra's Airavata, the celestial white elephant, brings up Amrutavalli as Devani. Whereas Sundaravalli is born to a sage in a mystical manner. The sage Shivamuni becomes the biological father for Sundaravalli, but sage is not in a position to take her to his fold. As a result, a Veda, a hunter, a Veda, Nambirajan, he adopts Valli and takes away with him, and she grows with the Veda family as Valli or Sundaravalli. When the time comes, both of them are matured into a marriageable age. At a different point of time, at Tiruparakundram and Kadirgamam, as Devasena and Valli, they get married to Muthukumara Swami or Murugan. After the marriage of Valli, when all the conflicts were resolved by the divinities, Muthukumara Swami visits with his both consorts Devasena and Valli to Svetanathapuram, the present Parangipettai, which was also sometimes it was called Varanakshetram. So as a mark of respect and reverence to the visit of Muthukumara Swami, Devanai and Valli to Svetanathapuram, this temple was erected and the temple is present as of now. Babaji remembers in his childhood the same story was narrated by his father and his uncles to him. Ever since he hears the story, Babaji wanted to go to the temple early morning along with his father, and he accedes to the demand of his father that he should visit. They close the eyes, the night passes, early morning they wake up. After early morning oblations, Babaji wanted to accompany his father, Vedaranya Shastrigal, to temple. It is a walkable distance, maybe about 10 minutes of today's time scale. One can reach this temple. Babaji goes out, but surprisingly, there is a very big crowd waiting for him outside. The crowd was so silent not to disturb any one of the family members. The moment Nagaraja, accompanied by father, or father accompanied by Nagaraja's son, is out of the house, people raise very big slogans, very big voice. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Mahavatar Babaji. And they praise Babaji's father also, Vedaranya Shastrigal, Jai Jai Jai. And in a procession, Babaji by walk is taken to the temple. Astonishingly, the temple will be opened by Nagaraja's father, but on that day, Vedaranya Shastrigal's Sishyas, the juniors, had already opened and they have already decorated the deities and they are welcoming father and son together along with the big crowd which is coming. Not only that, those two younger junior Sishyas of Babaji's father, Vedaranya Shastrigal, they are also ready with some prasadam for the day, and outside the temple they have erected a very big kitchen, knowing that today Babaji will be present here and a lot of people will come, so we need to serve all the people. There are too many volunteers come. For early morning they prepare a sweet water, sharbat, panakam, and also they serve tender coconut to all those who come there. Babaji draws all his earlier memories within the temple. His thoughts go before the Muthukumara Swami. He sits before Muthukumara Swami and closes his eyes and just does a samyama, drawing all those what his father has told him. The two daughters of Vishnu, Amrutavalli, Sundaravalli, they are taking birth as Indra's daughter, brought up by Airavata, Sundaravalli being born to Shivamuni, Veda Nambirajan taking Valli and going there. Both of them grow. Muthukumara Swami entering into war with a Ashura, with a demon, supporting Indra as a mark of respect of winning the war. Indra giving his daughter Amrutavalli, Devasena. She is named as Devasena after Muthukumara Swami becomes the Senadipati of Indra's military affairs. After winning the war, she is given as Devasena and marriage happens. There arises a small conflict between Devasena and Muruga. Muruga goes to Kadirgamam and stays there, where between Valli and Murugan Kumarasamy love affair begins. With the help of his elder brother Vinayaka, he marries Valli. Subsequently, they all join, and on the request of Varuna Bhagavan, they come to the Varuna Kshetra, and as a mark of respect to visit to the Varuna Kshetra, a small temple was erected as Muthukumaraswamy temple. Over a period of time, the Muthukumaraswamy temple has become Adi Muleshwarar Koil, that is Shivan temple, Adi Muleshwarar. Shiva as a Adi Mula Ishvara presides over this particular place. The temple is sizably not too big or not too small. Even today the temple is giving darshan to hundreds and hundreds of people who visit. Lot of spiritual activities take place in this very temple. This apart, even today this Adi Muleshwara temple follows the rituals as prescribed in the Agama Shastras. Along with Adi Muleshwarar, Parvati Devi, the consort of Shiva Perumal, also gives darshan to us. This particular temple of Adi Muleshwari is very powerful. Knowing the sacred power emitted by this very temple, even the Chandrasekhara Saraswati, the senior seer of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, used to come here and meditate before he was taken as a pontiff of Kanchi Matam. Probably in one of Sankaracharya's, that is Chandrasekhara Saraswati, the Kanchi Kamakoti Peethadipati, senior seer, who left us about a few years back, was revealed that he will become the Matadipati of Kanchi Kamakoti with the darshan of Adi Muleshwara as well as Parvati Devi. Subsequently, as was seen as a dream by Chandrasekhara Saraswati, the same thing has happened, and he led the Kanchi Matam for a long time. He took the Kanchi Matam to a very glorious period of time. The Muthukumaraswamy temple is about to be closed for the first half of the day. After the puja ceremonies, rituals are over, while the food arrangements are going on very well outside the temple for the disciples as well as the temple visitors, Babaji's mother sent words through someone that Babaji should come home for his lunch. His lunch is ready and his mother wants to share food with him. Babaji does not want to say no to whatever mother says. He is not taking lunch where the committee has prepared the lunch, and he goes to his house with his father, has food with mother. Many of the relatives who had come are still there only. After the lunch, Babaji goes for some rest. During the period of rest, Babaji thinks over all those friends and all those boys who had friendship with them, who were wandering in this township. It just brings in the nostalgia effect before Babaji. Babaji wanted to go around the city, around the town, but doesn't want to give any hint to his father, because his father may be expecting him to come to the temple. So they take some rest and get ready in the evening, before which Babaji completes his daily Kriya and refreshes himself for anything to be guided by his father. There is no dearth of relatives visiting Babaji's home. People keep on coming, keep on visiting, but Mahavatar Babaji's mother has some concern. As a result, she puts one of his daughters near the gate. Whoever comes, just hint to them not to talk to Babaji anything about the past. Just inquire about his well-being and nothing more than that. Everyone who enters Mahavatar Babaji's house respect the words of Babaji's mother, the Nanambika Devi, and they also understand the emotional feeling she has on her lost son who was missing for so many years. So they want to fully cooperate with her, and they do not touch upon anything which will emotionally touch Babaji. So the evening arrives. Babaji is getting ready to accompany his father to the temple, but his father says, "You be here only, be free. Whatever you wanted to do, spend some time with your mother, with sisters. I will go to the temple and come. You have visited the temple. That is more than sufficient. If you want to go out of the house and meet somebody, that also please do it. And be free to yourself. I will be back early after the rituals are over in the temple." With these words, Babaji's father moves to the temple. Babaji is sitting for some time with mother and just spending the time with Babaji's sisters, his aunts and relatives. All are assembled. Some entertainment also is fixed there, and people are playing some games, and children are coming and seeing Babaji. Some youngsters come and touch the Babaji's feet, take his blessings. The activities go on up to evening, and by the time early to bed and early to rise was the lifestyle in those days. Father comes home and food is prepared, all of them have food. And again, like last night, Babaji's mother and father are on both sides of Mahavatar Babaji, and Babaji's mother wanted to give him a soothing massage to Babaji. The same continues. That night also passes. Next day they wake up. By the time Babaji completes his oblations, father has already left for the temple and mother is with Babaji. And mother doesn't want to go to kitchen at all. It is sisters who are taking care of the kitchen management, and Mahavatar Babaji's mother wanted to be always with her son. Due to the continued arrival and departure of villagers from nearby areas, Babaji is not at all able to go out of the house. He continues to be inside the house only. He goes just up to the gate, speaks to them and come back. Now somehow Babaji wants to go out of the house and take a note of the area, what are all the changes have taken place in these 10-12 years. And he wanted to get some account, some friends, some acquaintances of his childhood. On that day, Mahavatar Babaji, who was just Nagaraj at that time, for the people, although others are referring to him as Mahavatar Babaji only, he seeks his father's permission to go out of the house after the night when people are gone for sleep. He finds it whenever he goes out, people are chasing him or coming out. His concentration is for the present and not for the past. Somehow Babaji wanted to travel to the past and recall his presence in various places during his childhood, which any child would like to do so. His father says, "Be careful and go alone, no issues." With the permission of his father, Babaji goes out of the house during night and he goes to various places, and all his nostalgic memories come before him. And in many places, the dogs bark usually, whereas when Babaji goes, all the dogs become silent, and they, not only that one, the dogs come and have a pat from Mahavatar Babaji. They become so friendly. Babaji feels that he is able to attract the dogs without the dogs barking on him. He also feels thankful to the dogs for that kind of silence being shown to him, not disturbing others. In this way, 2 or 3 days Babaji goes out of the house, and Babaji is identified by 2 or 3 members of the village. And the moment he is identified, suddenly more members of the village gather, and it becomes a mob of 15 or 20 people. As a result, Babaji is not able to have a free walk within the village. So next day Babaji prepares himself to go out incognito or in disguise so that he is not noticed by anybody. Babaji changes his costume and walks in across the road. He meets some people who are coming out and discusses casually, not disclosing about his identity at all. This goes on for a few days. So after a week time, the crowd coming to Mahavatar Babaji's house has not reduced at all. People from far off and wide start coming to Mahavatar Babaji. They prepare a separate shelter for Mahavatar Babaji outside the house within the compound, and for the members who visit there, for them to take rest. And some volunteers come to Babaji's house and start preparing food for the visitors. It becomes almost like a festival every day. So Babaji, every day he wakes up early morning, he does his Kriya, he offers puja to his Shivalinga, which was identified by his mother. He takes his lunch with mother, and during the night, Babaji moves out in disguise and visits various places. Okay, we will conclude here, and we will go for the next chapter in the next YouTube video. Till such time, Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha. Om Sadguru Babaji Namaha.